wins anything accidentally. It's an intentional act. Winning always is. At marriage, I think the first thing is you have to have, we were sitting in one of our leadership team meetings yesterday, as a matter of fact, here at Ramsey, and we were looking at a business unit, and they kept going, well, we need to do this, we need to do this. And we did not have agreement on the baseline data of what was actually going on. One person thought one thing was going on, one thought another was going on. And I said, we got to back up. We got to put data in front of us. And once we all agree on exactly where we are, then we can discuss where we're going. And I think, building wealth or having a high quality life in any area is a little bit like that. You need to back up and say, okay, what are the principles before I worry about the tactics? And the principles should lead us to tactics. And the 5 money principles, if we wanted to pull some out, there would be common sense biblical things that are kind of boring. But if you lay those principles in place, then they'll lead you to the tactics. I mean, here's one: live on less than you make. Right. Now that sounds kind of almost glib, but the Bible says the borrower is, it says a foolish man devours all he has. Live on less than you make. You need to be on a written plan. In anything you're doing, if you don't do it intentionally, it's not going to occur. No one wins anything accidentally. It's an intentional act. Winning always is. At marriage, at taking care of your body, building a business, money. No one accidentally gets wealthy. And just, what happened? No one does that. So that's a written plan. That's called a budget. And so we got to have a budget. We got to live on less than we make. If you get out of debt mathematically, what it does is you have money to invest. So when you have a $750 payment on your Ford F-150, you got no money. And so that money's going to Ford instead of to you. It's not going in your 401k. And so that's what the borrower is slave to the lender means. But also what happens when you get out of debt is you have this sense of freedom. You have this sense of autonomy, this sense of agency. You're not being controlled by the man. Stinking Bank of America. It doesn't tell you what to do. Ford Motor Credit doesn't tell you what to do. So you don't have to keep a horrible job. You can move to a better job and take that risk. But if you got to pay payments, you don't feel free. And so, being out of debt, living on less than you make, obviously, saving and investing. Obviously, House of the Wise or Stores of Choice for Grandma said, have money saved for a rainy day. Start with an emergency fund, and then we long-term invest. In the largest study of millionaires ever done in North America, we did it here at Ramsey, we discovered that the typical way someone gets their first $1 to $5 million is they have a paid-off house, and they have a really healthy 401k or Roth IRA combo in good mutual funds. And so they'll be sitting there with $1 million in their retirement accounts after 10, 12, 15 years of doing this, and they got a $500,000 or $700,000